So look at how creamy this soup is. And look at how wonderful that is without any cream, without any butter, without anything unhealthy. Hello, this is Lorraine and welcome to Healthy Living, Spirit, Soul, and Body. From this tree at the back of my neighbor's house. It is fall here in New Jersey. In fact, I actually went and visited my favorite place in Oak Ridge, New Jersey that I visit every year, and it just gets better and better. Right now, I thought it would be a great idea to share a really, really good cauliflower garlic soup. So it is extremely easy and it absolutely tastes delicious. So here we go. So welcome again to my kitchen here in New Jersey, and I am going to make for you garlic cauliflower soup. And it is easy, as it also tastes delicious, and it's also healthy. To start this soup off, the first thing you need to do is get 2 medium heads of cauliflower and chop them up. And you're going to actually roast them in the oven to start. So I actually chose 1 very large head of cauliflower and I chopped it up. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the garlic and the olive oil, and I'm going to put it in a 425-degree oven for 25 minutes. Okay, so I'm mixing up the garlic and the 2 tablespoons of olive oil with the cauliflower, and then we're going to stick it in my 425-degree oven for 25 minutes. Really, the key is to get it really almost so it's overcooked. So the next thing we need to do is we need to chop 2 stalks of celery, 1 yellow onion, and we're going to cook it in 1 tablespoon of olive oil in our saucepan. So we're going to add the 2 stalks of chopped celery to our saucepan. And 1 yellow onion chopped. And then we're going to add the 1 tablespoon of olive oil and stir it up for about 5 minutes. So while the onions and the celery are cooking in the olive oil, I just wanted to mention the next 3 ingredients that we're going to need. When this is done, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of thyme and also 32 ounces of vegetable broth. I always like to get the low sodium, so it's a little healthier. And lastly, the juice of 1 medium lemon. So we're adding 2 teaspoons of thyme. And I love the spiced thyme. It's so fragrant and it just makes me think of Thanksgiving. Okay, so we're going to add the 2 teaspoons. We're going to stir that up a little bit. And then we're going to add the 32 ounces of vegetable broth. And last but not least, we're going to put in the juice of 1 medium lemon. And believe it or not, the lemon taste, along with the rest of the broth, really adds a really interesting flavor to the soup. You wouldn't think so, but it really does. So I have about 10 more minutes for the roasted cauliflower, and I just thought I would talk about some of the fun things that you can do around this time of year. So I was visiting a friend of mine up in Oak Ridge, New Jersey, and I was looking at her fall decorations, and she had the coolest idea. I don't know whether she came up with this herself or not, but she had white pumpkins, and her family went and they colored or decorated the different pumpkins. So rather than cut them out and whatever, make jack-o'-lanterns, what they did was they just painted some really cool designs on the pumpkins. So here we go. Let me share those with you. so it has been 25 minutes. So let's take the cauliflower out of the oven. And it is well roasted and it actually looks really good. So I'm going to take this very carefully because it is very hot. I'm going to add it to my broth, and that actually will cook once I add it to the broth under a low heat for about 20 minutes. So I've added the cauliflower to the soup, and you can tell that it's going to be a really thick soup because there's a lot of cauliflower in it. I'm going to cook this now under a medium-low heat for about 20 minutes. Okay, so the soup is done. So now the average person would get one of these emulsifiers or whatever to puree the soup. Now I have used these, and I never really get the soup as creamy as I would like. So I am going to put this aside, and I'm going to use the old-fashioned way using a blender. Okay, and it's not as messy or as difficult as you would think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up about halfway, and then I'm going to put the rest of the soup in the pot in this bowl. Okay, then when this is pureed, I'll pour it back in the pot and then fill this up again, etc. And really, I like that. I'd rather go through the trouble of using the blender just so I can get a really nice, smooth soup. So look at how creamy this soup is. I mean, there's no way that one of those puree or emulsifier things can get the soup that creamy. And look at how wonderful that is without any cream, without any butter, without anything unhealthy. You have olive oil, thyme, cauliflower, garlic, and celery and onions, and vegetable broth. And look at that. Yum, yum, yum. So what I'm going to do now is, this is what I like to do. You don't have to do it. But I like to get some rotisserie chicken just to add a little bit more protein into my soup. Thinking about 2 ladles should be good. And this is really, really nice and creamy. It's almost too thick, but I don't think that's possible. Okay, so we're going to get a spoon and stir it up. And look at that. Good, healthy, hearty soup for when the weather gets cold. So here I am getting ready to have my garlic cauliflower soup. And just a thought, might not be a bad idea to cook this on Thanksgiving. Have it be a good, healthy alternative to all those creamy soups. And maybe start having your family start thinking about cooking healthier also. And now I am going to go back to Oak Ridge, New Jersey, and let you see the beautiful spot I discovered in 2015 and that I've literally been visiting every year. Okay. So I am here at my favorite place in Oak Ridge, New Jersey. So I'm gonna just take a few photos, and this is just another thing that you can do during the fall season, is to go outside and take pictures of the beautiful foliage. I'm just gonna give you an idea of how beautiful this place is, but always, always, always enjoy the season that you're in. Enjoy life. Get out, take some pictures of the beautiful trees, because they only last a little while and every year is different, okay? So here we go. So peaceful and beautiful. And a lot of times you can get some really, really pretty effects in the little brook that's over there. Not so much right now, maybe because the way the sun is hitting the trees, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So I hope you liked this video today. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and like and subscribe and share. Again, I always say to always be adding healthy recipes to your repertoire. And like I said, you could always make this on Thanksgiving as a kind of like an appetizer, because it's delicious and it kind of goes with the Thanksgiving theme, and it's healthy. So have a wonderful week. I am enjoying the fall foliage in New Jersey. Bye-bye now.